Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, this is going to be a 4v4 Black Forest between me and my viewers. So this should be fun. We have some minor ping on the Eddie fellow, but we should be fine anyway, I hope. Is this Vikings or something? Oh boy. Okay, well now I gotta turn on my sound. Yo man, where's my music? Game music not playing. Anyway, let me know about the sound balance, of course. If the in-game sound is too loud, you let me know. If it's too quiet, you let me know. If it's just right, we good.
Yes.
Was that my sheep that was gone, or are these mine? Okay, well anyway, Vikings! Fun fact, my most played civilization on Voobly by far is Vikings. I would random them on average every other game on Voobly, and if you happen to play with me, way back in the day, like 2 years ago, you would know that I was like Viking City. Well, yeah, that's tragic, but I think I only have 6 sheep this time. I don't know if those were mine and Eddie took them, or if purples are mine. I wouldn't know. That's very, very nice of him. Manners. Manners are good. Get some of that loom action. I always like to get loom before I hunt my boar, because you never know, man. It's the ping. If there's some ping, man, it's pretty crazy. And you never want to lose your villagers unnecessarily. So basically, playing in Black Forest, standard opening. First off, you put down your 2 houses. You can put down 3 though, if you feel like being unique and crazy. 3 is fine. So you put down your houses, you get your sheep, you lure the sheep under the town center, of course. You harvest them with 6 or 7 villagers. 6 is standard, but 7 is okay, again, if you feel like being unique. 7 is better if you're, I guess, more inexperienced, because then you don't have to force drop off the food from your villagers. So basically the idea is that you start harvesting from the sheep, you put enough villagers on them so that you can get a constant food flow, that you can basically constantly create villagers. That's the goal here. I never want my town center to be idle. I always want to be making some sort of villagers. So, yeah. If you start with 6, it is recommended, of course, but the thing is with 6 is that you're going to have to force drop off some of the food from the villagers that are holding the sheep meat. You're gonna have to force drop that off at about like 8 population. Otherwise, you're gonna get housed. Well, otherwise you're gonna have an idle town center for like a brief second, and you want it to always be working. I'm gonna shoot that thing twice. 1, 2, and then yeah, once you get your constant food flow going, you're gonna want to put down a lumber camp. You put like 3 or 4 on the lumber camp, depending on your needs, I suppose. And then you want to start working on your boar. You might want to build a house before that. I like to get loom before I hunt my boar. Shoot the boar twice, and then you run him under your town center. This way, you don't have to waste so much time having your villagers walk from one point to another. If you harvest the boar where it's standing originally, it's going to take a long time. It is going to be bad for your efficiency. So you don't want that. And then yeah, you're going to get your second boar when you can, and keep making villagers, plop out a mill and whatnot. Good stuff, good stuff. I find that on Black Forest, basically the best strategy to do would be a fast castle age, and I find that a fast castle age is much easier if you start hunting your deer by around the time that you start your second boar. And with the deer, you want to be harvesting them with 4 villagers, which is what I do. The reason that you want to do 4 villagers instead of like 3 is so your villagers do not have to, like when they are, they can only hold a certain amount of meat, so you don't want them to be having to walk back to the deer. With 4 villagers, by the time the villagers all hit their cap of meat they can hold, the deer will be finished, so that way you save some time. Gotta watch your stupid deer hunters though, because they really like to split between multiple deers, and you want them all harvesting the same deer, or your whole efficiency plan with the 4 villagers, bupkis. It does nothing. Which is bad. Very, very bad. Looks like he's already walled. Oh, houses too, man. Alright, I'm not touching you. I would,
Yes.
I just need a teeny bit more food. Hopefully these guys have... Bam. Yeah, a little bit of a delay, as you can tell, but I'm a master of compensating at that. Perhaps not in that instance, but typically when I hunt the boar, I will tell my villagers to run back even before they shoot the boar, because sometimes the lag is that bad online that, yeah, by the time he responds to my mouse click, I've already shot the boar. The magic number 2, I've shot him twice, so yay! And yeah, if you're going for a fast castle age, what you usually want to do is to advance somewhere between, I'd say, 26 to like 28 population. I think that 26 villagers, so sorry, that'd be like 27 to 28 population. I think 27 is good. 28 is probably better if you can get away with it, but there is, delay and whatnot, so I can't necessarily keep my town center working as often as I otherwise like to. Sometimes I find if you want an even absurdly quicker castle age time, hunting 2 deer at once, which means you'd have 8 people on deer, can be a lifesaver. And of course, super important that you build your market with more villagers than you build your blacksmith. Very important that you do this, because your blacksmith builds very slowly. Okay, yeah, that's a really good question. So anyway, what you gotta do is advance with more villagers than you do normally, because yeah, the standard feudal time, you're right, would be, somewhere in the 20 to 24 maybe, on the high end population. Why are we tacking on 3 or 4 more villagers? That's crazy. And you're right, it is crazy. Why are we doing this? Well, the reason is because you want to spend as little time in the feudal age as humanly possible if you want a fast castle age. The thing is all this time that you're spending researching to the next age is a lot of time wasted usually, and you want to make the most of that. So, of course, in the Dark Age, my town center never really has to be idle. I can just keep making villagers and whatnot. But when I'm advancing to the feudal age, I'm not making any villagers or anything. My economy basically stagnates. So, if I want as strong an economy as physically possible, I want to stay in the Dark Age as long as physically possible. And yeah. Because if I advance so soon, when I get to the feudal age, I'm gonna have all that wasted time, and that's not gonna be good. So you wanna hold on to more villagers than you normally would. And yes, this means that if you were trying to do the Turk Rush strategy that I have another video on, I have 2 videos on that now. One of my favorite strategies, Turk Rush, which is a super fast Imperial Age, as fast as you can. That means that you want to stay in the Dark Age even longer, so that, again, you can make use of all that time, that you're advancing to the Castle Age and whatnot, so you can just immediately go to the next age. So the Dark Age is the age where you set up your foundation for your economy, no matter what, basically. And yeah, if you're playing Mongols, of course, you can advance with less population, and that's cool. Because the Mongols are typically about that super early feudal age aggression. Of course, they can do mostly anything with ease, but yeah. I missed one sheep, what? Alright, that's pretty weird. But yeah. That's your Age of Empires 101. Let's put down another town center up there, shall we? And I got one strong economy. This is good. That's the nice thing about the Vikings, is that the free wheelbarrow technology that they get is really, really good. And yeah, basically, yeah, when you hit the feudal age, as Lombard has said, if you're going for a fast castle age, you're maybe going to make like 1, 2, maybe 3 villagers in the feudal age. Of course, you don't want your town center to be idle for any reason, but basically, you only make as many villagers as it takes for your blacksmith and market to finish, which you're going to, of course, start building the moment you hit the feudal age, and for your resources to hit the desired amount. Alright. Looking good. I'm going to need, of course, a wood. When you hit the castle age, what you should do, if you're playing on Black Forest, or really just in general, is you should start really considering putting down multiple town centers as soon as you can. Of course, if you're going for some sort of knights and castle age aggression and whatnot, you know, you want to focus on that first, but you're going to want to keep your town center making villagers this entire time. It should never stop unless to research like a wheelbarrow or a handcart or something like that. Should always be making villagers. And of course, you're going to want to consider making extra town centers, and this is because in the castle age is when you really want to start working on your goal of a perfect economy, basically. And what that entails is you want, you know, at least 100 villagers, basically. I would say that the general rule of thumb for an economy is you want half of the total max population of the game that you were playing to be villagers. And in this case, this is a 300 population game, so I'm going to want like 150 villagers total. And I know that sounds like a lot, and it is, but a really good chunk of them, build your house faster, man. A really good chunk of your villagers on the higher populations is going to be trade carts. It's going to almost, like, you're probably going to have like 50 trade carts on like 300 pop, and if it's like 250, you'll probably only have like 150 actual like civilian villagers, and you're going to have like a lot of trade carts. So a huge chunk of it is going to be trade carts. And yeah, of course, if you're going for some sort of castle age aggression, your feudal age will look different than mine, because you'll want, you know, to have put down a barracks in the Dark Age, and then your corresponding feudal age military building, like an archer ranger stable, and then with a blacksmith. The market is only if you were going for some sort of economic boom, which I'm going for. I'm gonna get the town watch, perhaps. I'm gonna put down siege workshop. So yeah, basically the goal of an economic boom, which is this strategy, people call it booming and whatnot, is you want to reach your goal of a flawless, awesome economy as fast as humanly possible. And this entails lots of town centers, constant villager production, and, you know, yeah, really no military at all. The goal is, with this economic boom, is that I want to be able to hit the Imperial Age around 30 minutes game time, and I'll be basically done with my economy. My economy will be, you know, really completely set up by that point, and I will be ready to just completely focus on my military and dominate people. And the reason that this strategy is so prominent on maps like Black Forest, closed maps, easy to defend ones, is because this is a high risk, high reward strategy, and like it is really high reward, but very high risk as well. You will not often see people do this on maps like Arabia, because you're gonna die. Yeah, I have basically no defense, right, while I'm doing this. I'm just kind of building up a really, really fat economy so that I can be really, really scary really soon. And, you know, that's risky. That's very, very risky. So we're going to age up, like, right about now, I think. Alright, bueno. And we're going to keep working on our economy. I think the hardest part of Age of Empires for people is remembering that you have to build up your eco while you're building up, like, while you're focusing on other things. Like, while you're building military, you still got to work on that eco. Have you met your villager goals yet? You have not. You have not. So you gotta keep doing it. There's a wolf right there. He's a mean, mean man. No shenanigans. No shenanigans. And yeah, and while I'm advancing the Imperial Age, I'm gonna start working on my technologies and whatnot. And of course, you know, brief disclaimer, it can be difficult to play at my best, of course, while I'm trying to provide a useful commentary, so just keep that in mind. But of course, Black Forest is really my only specialty. I've been playing Black Forest forever, and it's really my favorite map. Because I think it's a little more, I guess, interesting and more balanced than maps like Arabia per se. And I think this is because that in a sort of late game situation, I feel like more civilizations on Black Forest are like viable, I suppose. Because I think like Arabia, I'm under attack, it is pretty overwhelmingly in favor of certain civilizations, like the Huns, for example. I think are really, really in control. We got the Huns, the Mongols, the Mayans. Those guys are really a pain in the butt to deal with. So, you know, I like a little bit of variety. I like my Black Forest, in which all civs are created equal, or more so equal. Because obviously some civs are better than others. The Vikings being probably, I'd say, the only civ on Black Forest that's actually at a disadvantage. Or a significant one, perhaps. Because, you know, the Huns, their Imperial Age is not good. Well, it is good, but not the super late one, and the reason being is because all of their good units are mounted units, so they're pretty easily countered. And on Black Forest, you can pretty much safely assume that your opponent has enough time to think about counters, so while the Huns do get, you know, like late game stables like Paladins, and you know, they got awesome trebuchets and whatnot, and heavy cavalry archers, they are sincerely lacking in ways to deal with camels and just other anti-cavalry overall, which is a problem. But yeah, no, the Vikings have the biggest set of problems out of all the civilizations on Black Forest, and that's because they don't have any good, you know, quick raiding units at all. The Vikings can the only thing they can do is like a slow push. The cavalry are debatably the worst in the game out of any civilization. Close contender would be the Koreans. These cavalry units are horrendous. I'd say almost unusably bad. So I don't build them. Now, they're okay in the Castle Age, because in the Castle Age, you know, you're... Oh, is this not walled? That might not be walled. Oh, what the heck? Okay, so Grey has walled himself off from us. But anyway, as I was saying... Yeah, I don't have any good mounted units, and that's bad. That's kind of bad. Because, like, I'm going to have to mono-e-mono someone. I'm going to have to, you know, engage in fisticuffs, extended trench warfare with someone if I ever want to win. And, you know, that's always kind of sketch. You generally should avoid it if you have to. Because, like, the thing is stalemates can occur, of course, in a map with many choke points like this, and I would really prefer not to get stuck in an extended war in which I don't have, like, siege onagers or anything like that, and I don't have any mounted units. I can't bypass, basically, his front line. I have no way of doing so, which is a problem. The Vikings, of course, they do get a reasonably interesting, good set of units. It's just they don't have any mounted units at all. The heck? Why'd that guy walk over here? I need to figure that out. I told you to build wall. Perhaps there's a enemy wall over here or something, but we'll just wall that over there then. But yeah, anyway, yeah, the Vikings, they got some issues. But I would say that the really, really good, I'd say that they're of course usable. Don't get me wrong. And you know, they were my most played civ on Boobly, so I was the only one who actually made them scary on Black Forest, is they actually have pretty good siege. I feel like a lot of people forget about this. It's pretty good. No siege onagers, unfortunately. That would be really, really nice, but they got good siege. And you just basically should supplement all their junk. So you want, like, they got good trash. You want trash units supplemented with some good old siege. I'd say like pikemen, arbalists, onagers, and some rams and trebs and whatnot is a good way to get things rolling. I would really like to see. Oh, is he really that screwed? Alright, well the rest of my team should really work on that. Okay, well this is open apparently, and that's a bummer. I'm gonna have to fight 2 players now, man. Is that what's going on? Consider me sad. Don't make me fight 2 people. I want this to be a team game. That guy is what? These Britons? Is that what's going on? Alright, I need more houses. They build so slowly. It's just, yeah, this game's looking rough. I really hope the rest of my team can somehow get Grey back in this. Otherwise, we're at well, it appears to be a relatively significant score disadvantage. What the hell happened to Green's army? Oh, it's up there. Eddie's fighting it. I think Eddie's losing. I'm coming, Eddie! Yeah, I'm just gonna complete that wall off, actually, and pressure purple instead. Build that wall, please. Should build a castle. I like to be very conservative with my gold if I can, especially because I don't know if I'll have a reliable siege line at all. I mean, sorry, I don't know if I'll have a reliable trade line, so I really like to preserve my gold if possible. And we're gonna start really, really pressuring. The only way I know how. Really, the best way to turn around a lost game is with a strong economy. And what the fuck? Why are there guys? What? Oh man, he cut win with siege onagers, yo. This guy's smart. You are now my my worst enemy. Yo, my troops are stupid. Man, I'm getting raided. I need to really start replacing some of my farms. This game looking bad. I surely hope that the rest of my guys have got something going on, because this is looking like a pain in the arse. Eddie's here with the support though, that's nice. Oh yeah, he's got a sizable army. Oh man, he's already in. Alright, yeah. Gonna get more of those. Gonna need a lot more farms, that's for sure. But I want to keep them in a position that they're difficult to be raided by our salad escape friend. You can fit a farm over there. Cool. Alright, what's going on up here? I'm getting trebbed. That's what's going on. Oh, balls. Alright, well. I'm gonna need a trebuchet. Oh, what the heck. Wow, I'm running out of wood too. It goes on fire. Literally, this is Not a strong eco. I had like a house builder somewhere. Oh, whatever. Build one over there. Got no money. These gather points. And I need some wood. Oh, balls. We're just down a guy, which sucks. It's a pretty good onager hit, but I got no money, and I don't have the production for this. I'm just gonna need so many more villagers, honestly. That's the thing. Gotta put them all over there. Game's not lagging too bad though. That's nice. Yeah, I just need to get my economy rolling. It's too weak. I lost a lot of vills to raiding. It's not good. Okay, how's this fight going? Suboptimal. Suboptimal. I would be outproducing him, but he has intelligently brought a lot of trebuchets, which is unfortunate for me. Like I said, you know, I've got no gold at this point, basically. They've zoned me off one of my exterior gold piles. Another reason why it is important that I saved what I had for siege units. And yeah, really, I could maybe turn this around if I get a stronger eco. So my only hope, basically, is to outboom them with what I've got, and hopefully the Eddie fellow can keep backing me up. He's doing a great job so far, though. Making things happen. Right, you need to move up your gather points. I'm missing a lot of upgrades. Okay, so you guys are one. Yeah, that's a big mistake on my part. You're toast? That might be GG then. Yeah. Very, very smart of Detrides, of course, to transition into... Oh, those are enemy hussars. That's bad. To transition into hand cannoneers. Really good way, Oz the Franks, to counteract your weaknesses. The counters to paladins are typically the infantry units, the halberdiers, so you can take care of those. Yeah, I think it's GG. Major bummer! Major bummer. I think this game is over. I cannot produce enough guys. So, we will call it quits. GG! Yeah. Oh, it was a good game. I definitely neglected to get a lot of my blacksmith upgrades. Too much early pressure and shenanigans. I had so much junk to manage. But that was a big mistake, and I will endeavor to not repeat that. But regardless, that was still a fun game anyway. Well, we definitely just got outplayed, so... Yeah. I lost a lot of guys. I was producing an insane amount of people, but without the security of a trade line and whatnot, because I had no one I could really safely trade with, I could really only afford to make trash units, the ones that don't cost gold, so could only do so much, but definitely tried. Detrides definitely carried that game pretty seriously, taking out the other flank of my team. Yeah, you can tell that Alarin and I were, we got the really strong economy because we created we created maybe the most units out of all the players, but alas, they all died. we were getting outproduced. We having to fight several people at once was trouble. And he did provide me very, very good support on my side, though, which was very, very nice and appreciated. Really solid advancement times from Salad Escape over here. Cool, cool, cool. Society stats. Yeah. Ooh, Teslano. That is one sexy economy right there. Oof. Yeah. I think yeah, Eddie was playing great. I think the only thing that he was missing is perhaps maybe a few more villagers, but he did really, really well. Yeah, everyone did good. I should have had some more myself. I just kept losing villagers to raiding. I could never really get over 130 despite producing them, just because they kept dying. All right, well, that was a GG indeed. Definitely, opposing team played that extremely well. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed playing it. If you found this interesting and whatnot, don't forget to check out the rest of the stuff on my YouTube channel as well as my Twitch TV, Twitter, and Facebook pages, links to which are on the screen or in the video description below. I really appreciate the support, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you all next time.